This video is all about the pros and cons of living in Costa Mesa, California.
So stay tuned.
I'm Sean Dezad,
And I'm Courtney Dezad.
and we've been helping families buy and sell in Orange County for over 20 years.
Yes, so if you are interested in buying or selling a home in Orange County, don't forget to contact us at 714-348-4000. You can call or text, or you can email Sean at cahome.net. And before we get started, this channel is all about everything that you need to know about living in Orange County, everything that's related to Orange County. So if you're interested in Orange County or you're thinking about moving to Orange County, don't forget to subscribe, press the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell too so that you're alerted every time that we upload a new video, and we upload new videos every week. So the first pro of living in Costa Mesa, California is that Costa Mesa arguably has the best weather in Orange County, which arguably has the best weather in the entire world. So if you want to go into Costa Mesa's pristine weather.
Yes, I mean, everyone knows the coastline is fantastic weather. However, I mean, if we're really splitting hairs here, the coastline does get that marine layer, so it kind of makes the weather a little bit chillier, not quite as pleasant. Again, very pleasant, but I'm just saying not quite as pleasant. Whereas by the time you get to Costa Mesa, a lot of that marine layer has either burned off pretty early or hasn't even got there. So you actually have just absolutely amazing weather in Costa Mesa.
Yes, and we're talking about, I mean, we're lifelong Southern Californians, so we can tell the difference between 78, which is a little too hot, and 75, perfect.
Beautiful.
So we are obviously splitting hairs, but Costa Mesa arguably has just the best weather you will ever find.
Well, 72 is actually pretty nice too, I must say.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Another pro about Costa Mesa is the fact that it's where its location is and how like the freeways run through it. It is very easy to get from point A to point B. You have the 405, the 55, and the 73 freeways basically all running through the city, so it's really easy to get to pretty much wherever you need to go, whether it's north, south, east, or west. And Costa Mesa is actually situated, you're right next to John Wayne Airport, so there you have that going for you, so it's really easy to get to the airport. You have the beaches just minutes away. Just take the 55 south and then you're there in literally minutes. And then also you have employment centers that are actually right nearby. So you have Newport Beach, which is a major employment center, as well as Irvine, which is another one. Again, really, really easy to get to.
Yeah, and even Anaheim is another big employment center, and it's easy to get to Anaheim from Costa Mesa as well.
Oh, for sure. Now remember, that amazing weather because we don't have that marine layer, comes at a price. A con for Costa Mesa is actually the fact that we are not right on the coast.
Yeah, you're not going to get a house right on the beach in Costa Mesa because it doesn't have any coastline.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So another pro of living in Costa Mesa is that Costa Mesa is a very charming city. It has a lot of, I would say, what we would call, organic growth. The architecture is much more charming than maybe if you were in Irvine, which is very master planned and everything really looks the same. Everything is exactly where it should be. Whereas Costa Mesa, it's definitely more, cutesy. You could sort of, if you know cities like San Diego or maybe Pasadena, people really like these cities because they're charming. They're very cute. That is how Costa Mesa is.
Yeah, there's a lot of variance there. You don't have, while you do have some tract homes and stuff like that, again, it doesn't have that whole master plan feel. That's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I would argue also Costa Mesa has probably my favorite neighborhood out of all of Orange County, which is East Side Costa Mesa. I just love the homes there. They're so just charming and cute, and it's just the most lovely little neighborhood, and it's just so beautiful. It's my favorite neighborhood in all of Orange County.
So now, given that Eastside Costa Mesa is one of Courtney's favorite, is Courtney's actual favorite neighborhood in Orange County, it does come at a cost. One of the cons of Costa Mesa is that it's actually pretty expensive. The cost of living here is pretty high, and Eastside Costa Mesa in particular is actually very high.
Yeah, it's almost like it borders Newport Beach, so you're almost getting Newport Beach prices for the homes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on where in Newport Beach. I mean, definitely like Newport Heights, you'll get. I mean, it's definitely more affordable than Newport Beach, but it's certainly higher than average for for Orange County at least.
For sure.
So pro and con for Costa Mesa is actually the schools. Now on the pro side, it's part of the Newport Mesa Unified School District. So it's a great school district overall because you have this mix of Newport Beach and Costa Mesa schools. The con with that, though, is that the actual schools within there are a little bit hit and miss. So the school that might be right, like the closest school in your neighborhood may not have the best rankings or ratings. However, good thing is that you have interdistrict transfer possibilities where you can actually, let's say, go to a different school that obviously has better rankings.
Yeah, so I mean, you obviously always have the opportunity to transfer. It's just not guaranteed. And then, you also get the con of maybe where you buy your house is not exactly 5 minutes away from the school you're going to. You might have to commute 10, 15 minutes to go to the school that you want to within the district that you think is better for your family.
Okay, another pro about Costa Mesa is actually the shopping. Absolutely amazing shopping in this city. I mean, for one, you have South Coast Plaza, which is the granddaddy of all shopping centers in Orange County,
well,
really.
Actually, it's the biggest mall, so South Coast Plaza is the biggest mall in the West Coast. And I think it did $1.5 billion in sales. That's what its average is annually. So it's a huge, and it's honestly
it's a great mall.
Gorgeous mall.
You have the high-end stuff, but also you have the entry-level things too. You have a Forever 21 and you have a Hermes. I mean, you have it's a massive difference here, but again, everyone goes to shop there. It's actually honestly an amazing mall.
Yeah, it's a destination. I mean, we'll just go there just to walk around because it just makes you feel happy to just walk around in South Coast Plaza. It's a great mall, but then Costa Mesa has other great malls as well, like what?
Well, you have the Lab, which is actually pretty cool. So you have you have the Lab and the Camp, which are basically centered around a common theme. So the Camp is obviously like outdoorsy stuff. The Lab's kind of like this counterculture type of stuff, so it's actually kind of has that going on. Then you also have SoCo, which is it's a little bit of everything. So it's more of a furniture-based thing, but you also have some really good restaurants there too.
Yeah, so Costa Mesa, the shopping is phenomenal. You cannot go wrong with the shopping in Costa Mesa. So since we're talking about shopping, another pro of Costa Mesa is the food. So the food at these malls is phenomenal, and actually, the only two restaurants in Orange County that have Michelin stars are in Costa Mesa. So Taco Maria is one of them, and Hanare Sushi is another one, and they're both in Costa Mesa malls. And also you have Din Tai Fung, which is at South Coast Plaza. You have a lot of other restaurants at South Coast Plaza. The eating and the restaurants in Costa Mesa, really
right up there with the shopping, really.
Phenomenal. You have great food in Costa Mesa.
So another con about Costa Mesa is actually the fact that Costa Mesa as a city is very anti-growth. I think after decades of development and all that stuff, what we see is that there's a pushback, and dealing with City Hall or the building department / planning department isn't the easiest if you're a homeowner trying to upgrade your home, either make it bigger, possibly rezone it, add a granny flat. I mean, there's a decent amount of friction there, if not all out impossible. Like rezoning isn't easy. We had a situation where we're trying to help us, try to get a good understanding of what was going on with a particular property that had a funky little zoning situation, and we could not get a straight answer from the city.
So another pro of Costa Mesa is that it has Orange Coast College, which is a really, really good community college, so you can save, some money so your kids don't go right away to a UC school or something else. Orange Coast College is actually one of the best community colleges in the United States. It's in the top 2% for graduating, and I think it's number 5 for all of California for transferring to either UC schools or to a Cal State school. So you have that option just right in your backyard. It's a really good community college. You can save literally tens of thousands of dollars by going that route as opposed to immediately going into college.
So if you're keeping tabs on the pros and cons, obviously there are more pros than cons in living in Costa Mesa. Costa Mesa is honestly a fantastic city. It's, again, well situated. It's got great weather. It's just got so many things going for it. We were actually really stretching when it came to the cons because, again, there's just not that many cons when it comes to Costa Mesa.
Yeah, I actually really love Costa Mesa. I love its architecture. I love just how cute it is. I love the weather.
It's very practical.
The food. Yeah, I mean, Costa Mesa is a great place to live. Yeah, for sure. And don't forget that if you are thinking about moving to Costa Mesa, or if you have questions about what it's like to live in Costa Mesa, or you want to buy a home in Costa Mesa, or maybe you already live in Costa Mesa and you want to sell your home, don't forget to reach out to Sean. His number is 714-348-4000. You can either call him or text him, or you can email him at sean@cahome.net. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed our video.